Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be installing and reviewing the LumaStep M1 running boards by Boost Auto on a 2019 and up Chevrolet or GMC and showing you guys all the features that they come with. Let's jump into it. First things first, I'm going to take you guys through the install. This process is pretty straightforward and you should only take a couple hours as long as everything goes smoothly. First step is we're going to remove the plastic tabs that are attached to the frame, and this will expose the threads for the bolts to go into to secure the brackets in place. I've got a 2019 Silverado and these are already rusted. The only way that I can get these bolts in is actually by spraying a rust and corrosion protectant. This is like this wax sort of lubricant. So that's the only way that I could actually get these bolts in. So if you live in the Rust Belt like me, you may need to do this. Once those threads were lubed up, I was able to go ahead and secure the bracket to the frame. If you have the double cab like I do, then you're going to have 3 brackets for your running boards, and if you have the crew cab, you're going to have 4. The running boards have grooves in them that you can slide T-bolts into, and then once you get the T-bolts in place, you can slide them to the appropriate position that'll line up with your brackets. Once in the right position, you can install the flat washer, then the lock washer, and then the nut to secure it in place. Keep this hardware loose, as this will allow you to slide the running board around into the position that you want before securing it in place. So before you put the running board on, you're supposed to put these plastic covers on, and they fit in behind here on top, kind of like so. I can't really get it on since the running board's on already, but it's supposed to sit on there, and then you get these little screw-in tabs that come in through here, and it's supposed to pop out the other side. I had a heck of a time trying to get these on. I was just stripping every single one of the screws because they're plastic, and then I couldn't get them to actually come through properly and expand. So I don't mind this look. I don't really need a plastic cover there. It's just something to collect dirt. So I like this look, so I'm just gonna keep it as is. So this is the part that starts to intimidate me. I am by no means an electrician, but looking at the diagram that I'm going to throw on the screen right now, this looks fairly straightforward. We've got our passenger side wiring harness. This is going to connect to our battery. This is going to connect to our driver side wire harness. As you can see, this white here is going to connect to the white here. This is going to come, if we do get the rock light feature, it's going to come with a switch, so you can turn the rock light on and off. And then I opted to get the plug and play. This is going to connect right to our headlight plug-in, and then we're gonna be able to tap in through that one there. So without further ado, guys, let's jump into it. This is what they showed on their website is the best way in order to actually feed the harnesses through. So all I've got is a clothes hanger here that's been pulled apart and straightened, and we're gonna try using this to feed our wiring harness through. Now with our wiring harness attached to our metal clothes hanger, we're going to feed it against the firewall and the top of the wheel well liner until it pops out at the bottom. This process will be repeated on the other side of your vehicle as well. All right, not gonna lie guys, that was way easier than I thought it was gonna be. And with that, we can go ahead and plug in our wiring harness to the running boards. Make sure you disconnect the negative terminal on your battery before you connect anything to the electrical system of your vehicle. Go ahead and attach the 2 red wires, one being from your wire harness and the other being from your switch if you have the rock light option, to the stud attached to your fuse box. There's a really good stud that's just to the left of your battery. You can go ahead and take your black wire or your negative from the wiring harness and attach it to that stud. The 2 white connections, one being from your passenger side wiring harness and the other being from the driver's side wiring harness, can connect in the middle. Now if you have the plug and play option, you're going to be tapping into your headlight's wiring harness. This can be tricky to disconnect, but both passenger side and driver side can be accessed from the top or through the wheel well. Before connecting your plug and play wiring harness, wire in the optional rock lights now, as it will be much easier to crimp and heat the shrink wrap. Once disconnected, you can go ahead and plug in your plug and play wiring harness. They give you a ton of wiring, so make sure you do some cleanup before closing your hood. So I'm always gonna be honest with you guys. I was fortunate enough, Boost Auto did send me these for free to test out and show you guys what I think. They have a bunch of different styles that you can get. You can get the foam on top like I did. You can just get the black rail without the foam. You can change the different colors of the foam, different patterns, all that kind of stuff. So they're pretty customizable, and this is the style that I decided to go with. One other thing that just shows their customer appreciation is they went ahead and sent me this hoodie and a couple of keychains and a couple of koozies, which I thought was really cool of them. I wasn't expecting that at all, so thank you guys, really appreciate it. So I'm driving around these running boards for a few days now, and I have to say I really like them. They're definitely high enough up that they are useful, but they're not gonna get in the way. My mud flaps are definitely going to be dragging on the ground before these ever do. One thing I am a little bit concerned about is this wire. This may definitely get caught on stuff in the future, so I may consider putting that up and tying it up along the bracket and then hiding it a little bit better, but something I'm gonna be doing in the future. This foam is really high quality. I've gotten it dirty now and it washes right off nicely, so no issues there. I'm not worried about it degrading or anything like that either. It seems like it's really high quality and durable, so that is awesome. But the one thing that makes these stand out is obviously the lights on them. I haven't seen any other sort of running board company doing something quite like this with the LED strip, and then also having the rock light feature on it so you can have that increased light on the side of your truck, I think is an awesome feature. The lights definitely illuminate everything on the side of your truck really nicely, so when it's dark outside, you're not gonna get your foot caught or you're not gonna trip or anything like that while getting into your truck. These running boards also sync up with your signal lights, and frankly, I've never been a huge fan of signal lights wired into other lights on your truck, whether that be under the tailgate like some people have, or in this case, running boards. But after driving around with these for a few days, I do like the looks of them. They come in either sequential signal like I have, or signal only, which is just like a normal signal light that blinks or flashes. They make the truck way more visible on the road though, whether you're changing lanes or you're just turning, and they can come in either amber running lights or white running lights. I'm not 100% sure on the laws for my area, but I don't believe I can have running white lights off the side of my truck in British Columbia, so I went with the amber lights. But play around with the different combinations on their website, as you can really make these running boards what you want. One thing I do wish it had though is that during the daytime when your running lights are still on, that you could turn this amber strip off if it just had a toggle or something. I'm sure I could rig it up with the headlights in the future, but I do like having it on at night because you can see the side of your truck really nicely, and especially getting in and out of your vehicle is extremely nice with having this amber. But during the daytime it is really bright, so it might be a nice feature to have that toggle on and off. If you guys like these running boards, the link for them is in the description down below. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Until next time, guys, take care.